Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and afternoon class. For today's class, we are going to continue on with the third subtopic in chapter 2 called Hass's Law. Okay, Hass's Law. So what is meant by this Hass's Law? Have you guys read about this? Hass's Law. Dalam chapter ni, kita still nak cari enthalpy, the delta H, the heat content. Okay, but now let's say heat content, heat release by me to come to this DKK1 from block C is the same as you nak datang sini dari block C tapi lalu jalan lain. Faham tak? Macam saya dari block C nak datang sini, saya lalu kat tepi ni je, lalu depan blok laki. Okay, heat saya release sama dengan awak dari blok C lalu ikut masjid. Okay, itu Hass's Law nak cakap. In chemical reactions, it is not only one way for you to get the product. They may require more than one reactions in order for you to get to that. Macam belajar physics, displacement. Kan? Okay, sama lah. So itu Hass's Law nak cakap. Okay, so when reactants are converted to product, the change in enthalpy is the same, whether the reaction takes place in one step or series of steps. Let's say, from A to become C, they will release this amount of heat known as enthalpy of Hc, delta Hc. The amount of delta Hc is the same when we have a combinations from A to B and B to C. Okay, they require more than one steps to get from reactant to become product, not just only one way. Itu Hass's Law nak cakap. Okay, but then the aim is the same. We want to find the heat content, the enthalpy of the reactions. Okay, so we're gonna learn three methods to calculate this enthalpy of reactions. This enthalpy of reactions, it can be either combustions, formations, or any other reactions. It depends on the question lah. Kita panggil dia enthalpy of reactions. Tak semestinya reaction tu mesti formation je, mesti combustion saja. Tak, it depends. So the three methods are algebraic method. Algebraic is the mathematical punya thingy. And then energy cycle method. Kita akan buat cycle kitaran. We're going to use clockwise and anti-clockwise means. And then we have formula. So I want to emphasize, not all reactions, the enthalpy of reactions, we can use all three methods at once. Maksudnya kita kalau nak buat jawapan dia, nak cari delta H, guna salah satu cara je. Tetapi not all reactions, the targeted equation that we want to find, can use all three methods. Tak boleh. Okay. So for any reactions, you can find delta H by using 1 and 2, the first and second method. But for the third method by using formula, they are only applicable if and only delta H not F is given. Can I know what is the name of this enthalpy? Kita dah belajar in 2.1. We learn a number of enthalpy. Can I know these symbols emphasize apa? The enthalpy apa ni? Yes, standard enthalpy of formations. You can only use formula when you are given informations about this standard enthalpy of formations. How do you know? By looking at the informations given lah. Dia akan bagi tahu sama ada standard enthalpy of formations ataupun dia bagi symbol. Not all standard conditions can allow you to use this formula. Kadang-kadang ada informations yang diberi dalam soalan delta H, not C. Are they the same? No, that is for standard enthalpy of combustions. They are not the same as standard enthalpy of formations. Okay, tak boleh senang-senang guna formula. Formula is very simple. You simply substitute into the formula. But then, not all cases allow you to use this formula to find the delta H. Okay, right. Okay, I have this one example that we can use all three methods. Okay, we choose only one. So kita baca soalan dia. The nitric acid HNO3 whose worldwide annual productions is about 8 billion kg is used to make many products including fertilizers, dyes and explosives. The first step in industrial productions process is the oxidation of ammonia. Panjang-panjang atas tu statement sahaja nak bagi tahu tentang apa yang kita nak buat sebenarnya. Okay, so dia cakap first step melibatkan oxidation of ammonia. So can you please tell me ammonia in these reactions, yang mana satu ammonia? NH3. So dia kata oxidation of ammonia means ammonia react with oxygen. That's what we call oxidation of ammonia to give this product of NO and water. So sometimes, not always, questions will give you the targeted equation, the desired reaction that you want to find. Okay, this is what we call targeted equation. Dia nak suruh awak cari enthalpy of reaction for this reaction lah. Maksudnya kat atas ni. Bila NH3 react dengan O2, how much heat being released or absorbed here? Tu maksud dia kat sini. Kita nak cari delta H for this reaction. Okay, so information given to you is about NH3, NO and H2O, and they are in standard enthalpy of formations. Bila dia bagi standard enthalpy of formations, kita boleh tak guna tiga-tiga method? Boleh. Kalau dia tak bagi standard enthalpy of formation, kita boleh pilih method mana je? Either algebraic ataupun energy cycle method. Both akan bagi jawapan yang sama. Cuma working sahaja yang berbeza. Okay. So now, sebab apa saya pilih soalan ni? Sebab dia bagi enthalpy, standard enthalpy of formation. Jadi saya boleh tunjuk tiga-tiga cara guna example yang sama. Dapat jawapan yang sama nanti. Okay. So, in order for you to answer this question, you akan guna beberapa steps yang saya dah nak tunjuk ikut steps lah. Can you find enthalpy of reactions by knowing only this value? Boleh ke terus? Masuk value dapat? Tak boleh. Okay, you need, sebab tu kita belajar in 2.1 how to construct thermochemical equations. Have you guys memorized all the enthalpy combustions, how to construct them? Dah start hafal ke? Kalau awak tak start hafal dan tak start practice macam mana nak construct the thermochemical equations, you will have problem to answer 2.2, 2.3 and 2.4. Saya bagi tahu awal, kalau tak awak akan lost dalam chapter ni. Dia hanya akan jadi mudah bila awak dah boleh construct thermochemical equations. Why? The questions wants you to get only these targeted equations by first having your thermochemical equations for this value. Sekarang dia tak bagi awak equation. Dia bagi awak value dan juga species saja kan. From the definitions, you need to take out the thermochemical equations on your own. If you can't form the thermochemical equations, you can't proceed to the calculations. Okay. So kita akan buat one by one. So untuk bukan tiga step. Yang saya akan tunjuk step ni, they belongs to only the first two method. Memang kena guna steps ni, baru boleh dapat last sekali. Okay, first step is to list out all the thermochemical equations involved. Okay, just now, okay, kita tahu this is our targeted equations, right? They gives you information about ammonia, NO, and also H2O, is it? Okay, so kita sekarang nak kena keluarkan dulu thermochemical equations for each of them. So, what is meant by standard enthalpy of formation? How do you define enthalpy of formation? Heat release, heat absorb, or heat change? Heat change. Bila heat change, it can be either positive or negative. That's why, from the information here, we have both positive and negative mixed up. Itu maksudnya heat change. Okay. Heat change when? Who do we want to keep as 1 mole when you are going to form product? Reactant or product yang kena keep 1 mole? Product. Your product is NH3, NO, and also H2O. How do you get that 1 mole of product? How do you form them? From its element at their most stable states. From its element at their most stable states. Let's say we have this NH3. This NH3 is a compound, right? We have a combination of N and H. How many elements in your NH3? We have N, we have H. Means to form NH3, they must first comes from N and also H. But N sahaja, itu most stable state ke untuk nitrogen? The most stable state is in N2 gas state. So you must first react N2 and also H2. Tu maksud dia at their most stable state. So kita first construct. You want to keep only NH3 as 1 mole. Kenapa kena keep 1 mole? Because the enthalpy given here belongs to every 1 mole. Sebab tu dia per mole. Sebab dia by definitions 1 mole of product is formed from the element at their most stable state. N stable sebagai N2 in gas state, H stable as H2 in gas state. That's how you start. But then you want to keep only this product as 1 mole. Asalkan you keep this as 1 mole, everything else can be modified. On your right hand side, you want only 1 nitrogen, right? On the left, we have 2 nitrogen. What should you do? Halve it. Bila halve it, dapat tak N sahaja? Dapat. Okay. What happened to your H? On your right hand side, you have 3H. On the right hand side, on the left and right, kita ada 3. On the left, we have only 2. Jadi, you kena 3/2 kan dia baru dapat. 3/2 times 2, dapatlah 3 kan? So, you want to keep only this as 1 mole because the definitions states that 1 mole of product is formed. Kenapa kena 1 mole? This value, this enthalpy, usually defined for every 1 mole. Siapa yang 1 mole? Semua ke 1 mole? Tak, depends pada definition of your enthalpy. 1 mole of product is formed. So that's how you form your thermochemical equation. Yang ni yang saya nak awak practice. Yang ni yang awak kena practice. Tak practice ni tak boleh dapat benda ni. Sebab kita nak jawab bukannya guna nombor je. Kita guna reaction. Kita guna species. To get that species, kena tahu definition 2.1. Tak tahu definition 2.1, you have problem untuk jawab 2.2, 2.3 and 2.4. Okay? Oi, bila tak dengar punya aircon ni tense pula rasa belah ni. Okay, ke saya laju sangat ni? Okay. Okay, next one. We have information about NO, right? Okay, we want to keep only NO on the right. N comes from N2. O comes from O2. But then you want to keep only 1 mole of NO. Then you need to half N2 and half O2 to get this 1 mole of NO. Barulah bila kita keep this sebagai 1 mole, barulah this value belongs to this reaction. Sebab dia 1 mole. And last one, we have information about water. Water, the elements involved are H dengan O. Tapi H paling stabil H2. O paling stabil O2. Tapi kita nak H2 2, okay dah ada, tak ada masalah. O nak 1 je, jadi kena halfkan dia. Buatlah apa pun kat tempat lain, asalkan ikut definition dia tu kena 1 mole. Okay. Right, kita dah dapat all the thermochemical equations. Dah siap ke? Dah dapat ke alpha NH3? Ni baru NH3 kan? Okay, sekarang ni aim kita nak find the enthalpy of this reaction. Maksudnya, from here to there, kita kena suitkan. Kalau yang ni belah kiri, then you have to make it belah kiri. But at the moment, NH3 on your targeted equation, your desired reaction is on the left. But in your thermochemical equations yang awak buat from definition, they are on the right. Can you keep this NH3 on the right so that it can suit your targeted equations? No. You need to do some modifications on them. Kita kena dapatkan ini. Yang warna pink ni, targeted equation. Caranya ubahlah apa yang patut dekat sini. Cara nak ubah by reversing or multiplying ataupun divide. Depends pada apa yang ada dalam targeted equations awak. Okay. There comes the second steps. Second steps, once you have done your thermochemical equations, you need to modify them according to your targeted equations. The targeted equations, sometimes they be given in the questions, sometimes not. It depends. Sebab soalan dah bagi, kita kena work on this. Just now, NH3 now on the left kan? Tadi on the right, betul tak? Bila on the right, we want to make it on the left, kita kena buat apa? Reverse the reactions. Bila reverse the reactions, what will happen to your sign? Will they stay the same or change? Change. Initially, you have negative sign, right? If you reverse the reactions, then they will become positive. Okay. Is it enough just by just reversing the equations? Just now, we have only 1 mole of NH3. Now, on your targeted equations, you have 4. What should you do apart from reversing the equations? Times it by 4. Okay, bila times it by 4, you will get positive sign sebab reverse. The value now has changed, right? It's now 45-ish. Now they have become 100-ish. Sebab apa? Kita darab 4. Okay, dia bukannya setiap kali you reverse kena darab. No. Depends pada your targeted equations. If you need to multiply, then you need to multiply. If you need to divide, then you need to divide. Okay, next one. We have, okay, O2. Sekarang ni, O2 ni, kita set aside. Kenapa kita set aside? If we look at your thermochemical equations, we can find O2 in 2 thermochemical equations, right? Kita set aside species yang sama. Maksudnya yang berulang kali kita jumpa. Set aside dulu. Kita fokus pada yang the one yang jumpa sekali sahaja. Bukan kata kita nak ignore dia, bukan. Because when you reversing and forwarding ke reactions ni, dia akan ada satu time yang dua-dua duduk tempat yang sama. On the left hand side, dua-dua left. Dua-dua duduk right. Ataupun left and right. Calculations yang kita nak buat, maksudnya algebraic method kita nak tengok kalau different side they can cancel out. Kalau on the same side dia akan tambah. Tu maksud algebraic method in chemical reactions punya means. Okay? Okay, jadi sebab O2 ni kita set aside sebab kita jumpa banyak kali. So kita proceed to NO. In your enthalpy of formations for NO, you have NO on the right hand side already. Now on your targeted equations, you have on the right hand side juga. Can we keep it or we need to reverse it? We can just keep it sebab dia dah duduk belah kanan. But now, your NO is in 1 mole. At the moment, targeted equations dah 4. Jadi kita kena buat apa pada equation ni? Multiply by 4. So the whole reactions kena multiply by 4. Okay. Bila multiply by 4, you'll get new value. But now, dia punya sign change tak? Tak, sebab kita tak reverse. Okay. Perasan tak? Tadi kilojoule per mole. Now dia tak ada dah per mole. Bagaimana per mole? Sebab NH3 tadi kan definition per mole tu belongs to NH3. Now the NH3 is no longer 1 mole. Sebab tu dah hilang. Dia bukannya per mole tu semua benda per mole. Tak. Dah hilang. Okay. Okay, yang ni pun dah hilang sebab pun tadi NO 1 mole. Now dia dah jadi 4. Bukan lagi per mole lah this value. Okay, and then we have last one is water. Okay, water kita kena times by 6 sebab your targeted equations want it to be 6. So kena darab the whole equations as 6. Okay, boleh ke? Okay, yang ni comes with practice memang awak kena try buat. Dia jumpa soalan, kena tengok, kena try, kena buat. Sampailah laju boleh buat sendiri. Definition dah kena hafal, betul nak kena apply lagi, banyak kerja kan. Okay, so the first two method will require you these 2 steps. Tak boleh tinggal. Yang nak berbeza dekat third step. Okay. Untuk algebraic method, we are going to add them all together. But how are we going to add them together? Kita punya aim nak dapatkan these targeted equations in pink. Jadi, you need to keep only the one yang perlu ada je lah. We want to keep NH3 on the left. So, kita ada tak NH3? Ada kan? Okay. Kita nak keep NO on the right. Ada belum NO? Dah. Kita nak keep H2O6. Ada belum belah kanan? Lagi kita nak keep apa? O2 kan? O2 tadi kita tak ada pun thermochemical equations. But now, bila kita dah susun balik, can you see your O2? Yeah, you got 2 O2 from NO, 3 O2 from H2O. If they are on the same side, then you can add them together. So that's why you got this 5 O2. Okay. Okay, what will happen to other species? We have 2 and 2, but we don't want them in our targeted equation. What should you do? We should discard them. How are we going to discard them? Look, you have 2 and 2 on the left, right? And you got 2 and 2 on the right as well. When they are on different sides, you can cancel them out. But it all depends berapa banyak lah. Kalau ada 2 and 2 dengan 1 and 2, adakah dua-dua hilang? Tak. So algebraic yang kita nak buat sekarang, hilangkan species yang tak perlu, itulah calculation dia. Barulah masukkan nombor. Okay, so 2 and 2 ni cancel. Cancel. 6H2 belah kiri, 6H2 belah kanan. Dapat tak awak targeted equation ni? Dapat. Habis setakat tu ke? Belum lagi. Tambahlah semua value ni. Bila nak tambah je lah. Kita nak cari delta H4 equal to delta H1 plus delta H2 plus delta H3. So this is algebraic method. So you'll get negative 906.0 kilojoule, not per mole. Okay, ni bukan lagi per mole sebab tadi semua dah tukar kilojoule. Boleh ke? Okay. Now the second method by using energy cycle method. The first 2 steps are the same. Okay, the first 2 steps sama. Masih kena buat list all thermochemical equations. Lepas tu kena modify. Once dah modify baru boleh masuk cycle. Okay, kita nampak sekarang ni awak ada 4NH3 to become 2N2 plus 6H2 kan. Okay, first kita kena tulis dia punya targeted equation dahulu. Macam ni. So we want to find this delta H4, right? Okay, so just now we have this reaction of 4NH3 to form 2N2 dengan 6H2. And we got a value for this. Jadi kita akan buat cycle dekat dia. Nampak tak? 4NH3 to become 2N2 dengan 6H2 kita modify tadi, make sure 4NH3 to become, ni kena betul. Yang daripada modify equations awak. Okay, for NH3 to become this product, you will have this amount of heat. Positive 183.6 kilojoule. Delta H tak boleh tulis delta H1 sahaja, kena tulis value sekali dengan unit. Faham? Faham tak macam mana lukis cycle ni? Kenapa tiba-tiba boleh bagi ni? Dapat dari mana reaction ni? Reaction ni 4NH3 tambah 5O2 to become 2N2 dengan 6H2 datang daripada sini. Ni nampak ni. Tapi kan orang perasan tak? Ni start dia pun 5O2. 5O2 tu final one. Tapi reaction tadi tak ada. Tapi nanti bila dia buat cycle, 5O2 tu akan ada. Faham? Yang pasti sekarang ni awak kena tahu kalau dia punya arrow mengarah ke benda tu, kita kena ikut dia arrow arah tu. Jangan terbalikkan dia. Kalau terbalik dia akan tukar sign. Okay. So datang dari sini lah basically. Ni asalnya 4NH3 dapat 2N2 dengan 6H2 kan. Dapat value ni. 5O2 ni nanti saya bagi tahu kat mana dapat. Okay, lepas tu you ada 2N2 dengan 6H2. Kalau kita tengok tadi, ada tak 2N2 dengan 6H2? Ada. Nampak tak dia react dengan siapa? O2 dengan 3O2 kan. Lepas tu dia akan mengarah ke arah NO dengan H2O. Kita ada tak kat sini? Kita boleh tak buat arrow ke arah NO dengan H2O? Ni, boleh tak kita buat reaction ke sini? Ni, N2. Ada tak jadi NO? N2. Sabar je, sabar. Tukar dia. Ya ilahi Allah. Highlight. N2, Allahu Akbar. N2 to become NO. Ada tak N2 to become NO? Maksudnya boleh tak reaction ni berlaku? Boleh. Tapi untuk reaction berlaku, ini ada N, ini ada NO. Maksudnya kena react dengan sama. O2. Faham? Okey, faham. Tambah O2 dekat bawah ni, bukan dekat atas arrow. Please sebab dalam lecture note ada juga yang tulis atas arrow. Jangan letak atas arrow, salah. Atas arrow hanyalah your enthalpy, your delta H. Together with the unit N, dia punya magnitude lah, value. Okay, dekat reaction tadi, ada tak, main tukar kali lain pula, dia nampak. Ada tak H2 to become H2O kan? Okay. H2 to become H2O, right? Dia buatlah reaction tapi kenalah tambah O2 tu. Boleh? Okay, adalah value dia. Sekarang ni, pelik tak? Mana datang 5O2 ni? Mana datang 5O2? Kan dia buat reaction kat sini tadi. Sebab tu last kali dia ada. Walaupun tadi tak ada. So apa first step untuk energy cycle method? Okay, basically first two step samalah. First, you list all the thermodynamical equations if they didn't give any. Maksudnya construct dulu. And then you need to first modify them. Jangan terus buat cycle baru nak modify. No. Modify dulu siap-siap. Modify macam yang second step kita buat tadi. Once modify, terus dia masuk cycle. Untuk buat cycle, first tulis dulu the targeted equations. Dari targeted equations, work on your modified equation tadi. Make sure dia punya arrow ke arah siapa, ke arah siapa. Barulah boleh dapat the cycle. Okay. If the questions already specify to use algebraic method, then you need to use algebraic method. If the questions already specify energy cycle method, then you need to use energy cycle method. If the questions didn't state any, then you can choose either two. Kalau dia tak bagi standard enthalpy of formations lah. Okay, boleh? Ya, Ami angkat tangan ke? Tak, tadi saya nampak kat sini. Tak. Okay. Right. The last one. Allah. Ni lupa pula. Dah buat cycle ni, jangan lupa. Saya terlupa. Awak kan kena calculate dia kan? Untuk calculate dia nak guna warna apa ni? Guna warna merah. Untuk calculate, kita kena buat equations last lah. Apa tambah apa kan? So basically, this targeted equations as the platform. Starting from here, kalau kita pusing ke sini, kita panggil dia clockwise. Starting from here, nampak tak arrow dia semua ke arah sini ke tak? Anti-clockwise. So dapatlah delta H4 equal to delta H1 plus delta H2 plus delta H3. Lastly, jawapan dia sama sahaja macam tadi. Okay. Tak faham? Daripada targeted equations, ingat yang warna pink ni, dia sebagai contohnya, dia sebagai lantai lah. Kalau kita ke kanan, reactions yang arah ke kanan, dalam kes ni H4 je kan? Kita panggil dia sebagai clockwise. Tahu tak clockwise tu apa? Jam pusing ikut arah jam. Okay. Daripada sini, any arrow yang lawan jam, kita nampak kat sini, NH3 terdekat N2, H1, H2 dengan H3 kan? Anti-clockwise. So kita buatlah clockwise equal to anti-clockwise. Apa yang dekat clockwise, apa yang dekat anti-clockwise. Dapatlah sekali jawapannya ni. Negatif 906.0 kJ. Sama tak jawapan dengan algebraic tadi? Mestilah sama sebab reaction ni sama. Method sahaja berlainan. First two step sama. Tak lalu first two step, jangan harap nak dapat final answer. Kena buat first two step. Markah dekat first two step juga. Kalau awak baru nak buat semua dekat ni, nanti awak akan pening. Ada orang macam dia kata, buat je lah kat sini ni sekarang boleh modify. Ikut suka awak lah, saya ajar cara saya. Nak ikut, tak nak ikut sudah. Okay. Last one, kita akan guna, Last one, kita akan guna formula. Okay, formula hanya boleh guna kalau ada standard enthalpy of formations as given in the question. Okay, now, formula, we will use this formula of standard enthalpy of reactions equal to summations of standard enthalpy of products minus standard enthalpy of reactants. Okay, for this method, formula, you don't need to modify the equations, tak perlu. Modify equation tak perlu, list out the thermodynamic equations pun tak perlu, senang kan? Tapi syarat dia, kena ada standard enthalpy of formation baru boleh guna. Dan make sure your targeted equations nanti, ni dia dah bagi, dah balance. Kalau dia tak bagi lagi, you kena make it balance. Sebab formula ni hanya akan dapat jawapan yang sama bila reactions tu balance. If you simply have NH3O2 NO dengan H2O without coefficients of 4, 5, 4 and 6, you will not get the negative 906 points apa tadi jawapan dia kilojoule tu. Sebab kita akan masukkan all this value dalam balance equations. So we know on the right hand side yang dalam red ni adalah produk kan. Kena hasil dia tambah. 4 darab NO berapa? 90.3. Tambah dengan 6 darab dengan H2O berapa value? Negatif 241.8. Oh tak perlu buat apa-apa pun. Masuk je value. Simple lah kalau formula. Minus. Kena minus. Buat bracket besar. Who's on your reactant side? You have NH3 kan? 4 times with negative 45.9 kan? Betul. What about O2? O2 dia bagi tak? Tak bagi. Tapi kalau ikut definition of standard enthalpy of formations, for most stable state in for elements at their most stable state, kita boleh define dia sebagai kosong. So awak dia kena keluarkan. Jangan kata dia tak ada. Dia ada value. Kosong. Okay, last kali masuk je formula, tak apa dia nampak ah. Tak tukar pun dia punya sign. Tak tukar pun. Tak tukar pun. Last kali jawapan dia sama. Okay. Alright. So habis untuk 3 methods tu. Sekarang pukul 3, okay, 4. Next. We have this solutions process. This solutions process ni is basically, you initially have salt to be dissolved in water to form solution. Okay. So, kita boleh ada salt dalam solid state. Bila kita masuk dalam solution, dia akan jadi aqueous, right? But itu one way. We also got from solid, first dia akan pecahkan dulu jadi gaseous molecule, then only dia jadi aqueous. Okay, so kita nak belajar tentang this solutions process. Faham dari solid nak jadi aqueous. Tu dia punya cara pertama. Cara kedua, solid jadi gas jadi aqueous. Okay. So in this solutions process, they will involve 3 types of enthalpies. Okay, dalam dissolution process kita akan ada satu jenis enthalpy yang baru, iaitu nama dia lattice energy. Okay, but then kita perkenalkan one by one. So solid ionic compound dissolves in water, forming infinite dilute solutions. Kalau ikut definitions ni, can I know what is the name of this enthalpy? You initially have solid, then you form aqueous solution. What is the name of this enthalpy? Solid to become aqueous. Enthalpy of solution. Okay, so this solutions process will involve enthalpy of solution, where you initially got solid to become aqueous. Okay, and then apart from enthalpy of solutions, we got these apa kita panggil? These steps where breaking of crystal lattice. Bila sebut crystal lattice, they are in solid state into gaseous ions. So now we have a conversion of solid to become gas. Out of the 7 enthalpies you have learned in 2.1, kita belum belajar lagi benda ni. Ini nama baru, bukan nama baru, enthalpy baru yang diperkenalkan lah. Nama dia adalah when solid to become gas, the name is lattice energy. From solid, you initially got, contohnya, awak ada kek besar. Okay, kek besar. Boleh ke satu kek besar tu kita makan terus ramai-ramai macam tu? Tak, you somehow need to potong-potong dia kan? Bila potong-potong dia tu, kita assume solid to become gaseous ion. Kita perlu potong dulu jadi kecil, itu maksud dia. Tu lattice energy. Okay. Dan saya nak ingatkan, sebab jadi kita akan belajar 2.4. Lattice energy ada dua. It's from solid to gas, we call it as lattice energy. From gas to solid pun nama dia lattice energy. Untuk lattice energy solid to gas, can I know whether they are bond breaking or bond forming? Bond breaking. Solid to gas, bond breaking. Bila bond breaking, dia perlukan tenaga ke dia perlu buang tenaga? Untuk kita bergerak, kita perlukan tenaga ke tak? Perlu. Kita nak pecah, kita perlu tenaga kan? So this lattice energy in this solutions process will have positive value. I'm saying this positive and negative because in 2.4 you will have another lattice energy but then in negative sign. Kenapa perlu positif? Dari kita perlukan tenaga untuk pecahkan dia. From solid to become gas. Okay, tak apa, kenal dulu. The last enthalpy involved when you have gases ion to become aqueous ion. Dalam 7 enthalpies yang kita belajar, ada satu tu from gases to become aqueous ion. What is the name of enthalpy? Gases to aqueous ion ni. Gases to aqueous ion. Hydration. So we're going to use this enthalpy of hydration. So when you heard about these solutions of process, when you have questions regarding this solutions process, kena ada 3 enthalpy ni. Okay, kena ada 3 enthalpy ni, kita nak buat cycle untuk dapatkan dia punya value. Okay, dan saya nak ingatkan seksya, rajah yang saya tunjuk sekejap lagi ni, diagram ni, fix for every dissolutions process. Janji awak ikut je apa saya cakap apa. Kena buat apa. Okay, so let's say we have this solid, the apa kita panggil salt in solid state, MgCl2. Once they broke into aqueous state, dia akan dapat Mg2 plus dengan 2Cl minus, right? Solid to become aqueous, we have this enthalpy of solutions. Can I know enthalpy of solutions is heat change, heat absorb, or heat release? Heat change. It can be either positive or negative. Dia tak semestinya negatif, tak semestinya positif. Okay? Right. So, now we have solid to aqueous. According to Hazel's law, there are more than one way to get from reactant to become product. So, kita ada lagi 2 enthalpy kan? Okay, awak rasa from solid, kita akan form apa? Solid to become gas tadi. Ini dah guna. Lagi 2. Solid to become gas yang mana? Lattice energy. Okay, so lattice energy from solid to become gas. Bila solid to become gas, yang ni banyak orang buat salah nanti. Bukan MgCl2 solid to become MgCl2 gas. No. Bila sebut gases state, awak bayangkan balik kita belajar states of matter. Adakah gas particles masih dekat-dekat? Dia dah pecah. So by right, dia dah jadi ion. Betul tak? So from Mg, awaklah sendiri kena buat jadi Mg2 plus. Dari Cl2, kita tahu Cl minus. When you got 2, you have this 2Cl minus. Kalau awak tukar state, tapi tak tukar jadi ion, tetap salah. Okay? Right. So untuk lattice energy, tadi saya cakap, untuk dissolution, solid to become gas. Dan kalau untuk 2.4, kita akan ada gas to become solid. Lattice energy, kalau kita perlu pecah, kita kata kita perlu tenaga, right? Means net positive value, is it? Okay, as long as solid to become gas, maksudnya this arrow pointing towards gas, solid jadi gas, your Le is gonna be positive. If the questions give you informations negative lattice energy, awak nak keep the number or awak akan keepkan this diagram? Contoh soalan, dia bagi awak, lattice, dia takkan bagi spesifik out. Dia kata, lattice energy of NaCl is negative 112 kJ per mole. Contoh. Okay. Kalau dia bagi negatif, maksudnya solid to become gas ke gas to become solid? Gas to become solid. Kalau awak nak keep using this diagram, you have to change the sign on your own. Okay? Saya nak awak guna diagram yang saya ajar ni sahaja. Ke kanan, semua naik atas, turun bawah. Tak ada yang lain dah. Solid to become gas, they will require more energy. So sebab itulah dia perlukan tambah plus. Okay. Sebab kalau gas tak jadi solid, dia akan rapat-rapat balik kan. Dia perlu buang sikit energi dia yang berlebihan. Itu maksud dia. Okay, so bila dia pointing upwards, the value akan jadi positif. Now, from gas to aqueous state. Bila gas, asalnya kita ada gaseous ion and then surrounded by water molecule. Bila kita kena peluk, awak rasa panas ke sejuk? Panas. So they will release heat. So according to enthalpy of hydrations, they will have heat change, heat release or heat absorbed. Heat release. That's why this arrow pointing downwards. Okay. This arrow pointing downwards indicates you got negative value of enthalpy. So keep only this diagram, the arrow ke kanan, atas, bawah. Yang ni boleh jadi positive or negative, it depends. Lattice energy in this solution state only positive value from solid to gaseous state. If the questions gives you negative value, change it because we want to keep using this diagram. Boleh? Okay. And then nak tegur yang ni, kalau asalnya compound, pecahkan jadi ion, please. Okay, for this two, sometimes the questions will give you only one value. Dia cakap enthalpy of hydrations for MgCl2 is contohnya 120 kJ per mole. Dia not always pecah dua. Kalau info bagi dua separate value, pecahkan jadi dua. Kalau dia bagi satu sahaja, assuming value diorang sama. Okay, saya bagi tahu ni sebab ada dalam soalan tutorial awak. Dan juga soalan Parsius. Nanti saya akan release lah Parsius. Lama belum release lagi. Boleh? This is dissolution process. So dalam dissolution process, you akan ada enthalpy of solutions, you ada lattice energy, you got enthalpy of hydrations. Okay. Right. So kenapa belajar dissolution process? Sebab kita nak tahu pasal lattice energy ni sebenarnya. Lattice energy dia tak boleh determine experimentally. Lattice energy ni dia memang kena buat cycle ni baru dapat. Samalah untuk 2.4 juga. So last kali, ni pun sama. Kita akan apply clockwise equal to anti-clockwise. Mana clockwise? So let's say this is your main. Kita akan keep dia. Clockwise adalah yang pusing arah jam, right? So clockwise kita ada lattice energy dengan enthalpy hydrations equal to anti-clockwise kita. Here's solution. So bila kita susun, dapatlah macam ni. Faham? Faham Faham tak? Sebelum nak substitute value, tolong Allah. Saya tak kira. Sebelum nak substitute value, tolong tulis ni dulu. Lattice energy plus enthalpy hydration plus enthalpy hydration. Baru substitute sebab ada markah dekat sini ya. Ada markah together with final answer. Final answer saya tak bagilah sebab saya tak letak value kat sini. Tapi kita masukkan je lah value dia. Okay. Habis untuk 2.3.